My name is Iryna Kuzina. I'm from Kharkiv, Karazin National University. We are located in Ukraine and we are one of the 12 TRUEDEM partners. Civic participations, it's not only a reaction to lower political trust, to distrust or to political institutions. It can also go along with higher political trust. As an example, it's after full-scale invasion that happened on February 24th, 2022. In our country, there were recorded a high level to political institution, namely to president. But alongside with it, there was a huge rise of civic activism, civic participations. It was a kind of reaction to exterior invasion, and what was interesting here, it was that this rise of civic participation, it didn't take just for a short period of time, it's still lasting. And by the way, actually it started from 1990, from the Revolution of Granite, and then when it was Orange Revolution of Dignity. So there is like a line of, so to say, of making strong civil society. And now it still functions in the context of war, because somehow these voluntary initiatives inspired by people, by ordinary people, not from top to the bottom, but from the bottom to the top. And it still functions, and it somehow replaces even functions of political institution that probably due to its structure, due to its formality, for them it's quite complicated to react quickly on the crisis, on the situations that arise every day in our crisis situation. Yeah, but it was like a new idea, I think, for Ukrainian society, actually, that civic society influences and works quickly and reacts in a better way to fulfill the needs. Yeah. So it's a couple of words about civic engagements and how it may go along with political trust. And the second point, as I introduced at the beginning, it was like our research within democratic innovations. There is a point how citizens, how people, ordinary people can influence political decisions. Why is it so important and why is it so interesting? Because now in Ukraine, due to martial law, no election can take place. So we can't elect presidents, we can't elect Verkhovna Rada and local government due to this legislation, yeah. But anyway, there should be a channel how citizens can influence political decision. How should they be involved in this process? And now what we can see in Ukraine, it's this rise of democratic innovations that they take place. As an example of petition, like everybody can sign a petition or can start a petition. Another example is citizen assemblies that also took place in western part of Ukraine in 2024. It was the first time, yeah, and right now just one time. So there is wonderful, I guess, possibilities how people can influence government even within this crisis situation when they don't elect governmental representatives. I know that my recommendations right now, they will be based on Ukrainian situation, because I mainly studied Ukraine. I mean, I can say about this situation because I'm from Ukraine myself, yeah. But I guess it might somehow relate to any society that is in crisis condition, because war is an example of a real crisis condition when nobody actually expected it, and at the beginning nobody knew how to react on the situation. What would I recommend? Like make some policy recommendation in terms of analysis we made in Ukraine. Engage people, ordinary citizens, in making political decisions the way it's possible. First, I think it should be noted that people should know that is really important. That, for example, in case of Ukraine, they don't have any other possibility to influence politicians except for through this instrument, a kind of petition, I guess. Or assemblies or participatory budgeting. So it's just understanding for people that is important. It can be done through civic education. Well, actually, we do it in school in Ukraine and even university, but I guess it should be like lifelong. It shouldn't stop just when formal education stopped. It should be translated via media in different kinds of channels, because it's very important to reach people with different types of channel. It can be television, internet, because it depends on target audience. Every target audience has access to different types of channels, so it's better to get this multivariate perspective. Also, should be people have different opportunities to how to participate. It should be both on site and online. I mean, just to suggest as many ways as it's possible. And what is the most important in all those contexts, how to engage people in decision-making process? I would say that it's communicating and it's in functioning that way that citizens can really see that their decision matters. So it's not just formal, just to make this tick, yeah, I just did it and that's all, but see the results. If it's a participatory budgeting, what is the project realized and how they function. So if people see the results, of course they're involved in it more and more, and it builds trust to political institution, because there is a point of good communication between citizens and government. And also just, well, I guess this is, the whole speech was about communication between citizen and government, and if it's effective and if it's done in a good way, and then of course it contributes to political trust. And no matter whether is it a society in crisis, where there is a question of survival, physical survival, not just, I mean, metaphorical one, but physical. But also that is a point, like, well, I think can be used even in this situation, crisis situation. So to organize this communication between citizen and political representative and political institutions the best way, and then it contributes to political trust and further legitimacy of the system and efficient work.